Adaeze stood like a stone. The woman at the gate came inside. Her face looked tired. Her eyes looked serious. "Who are you?" Adaeze asked in a shaky voice. "My name is Mama Blessing." The woman said, "Tommy is my sister's son. I came to warn you." Adaeze held her baby tighter. "Warn me? About what?" The woman looked around and lowered her voice. "You and your baby are in danger." Everyone in the compound kept quiet. "Madam, what do you mean, danger?" Adaeze's father asked. Mama Blessing looked at him. "Tommy is not who you think he is. He is part of a bad gang. They use young girls. They trick girls, collect their pictures, use them, then run away. He even stole from a senator. That's why he ran." Adaeze's legs felt weak. "I didn't know," she whispered. The woman looked at the baby in Adaeze's arms. "The baby is his blood. If that boy finds you first, he may try to take the child or use her to run from the police." Adaeze began to cry. "Please, don't take my baby." Mama Blessing shook her head. "We are not here for that. Not yet, but we need to find him. You must help us. If you see him or he calls, tell us quickly." "I don't know where he is," Adaeze cried. Her mother hugged her. "See what you brought to yourself." Adaeze looked at the baby. "I made a mistake, but I will not lose my child." The next day, 2 police officers came to the house. One of them gave Adaeze a small black phone. "If he sends a message or calls you, tell us. Don't reply. Don't go alone. Just tell us," he said. "Yes, sir," Adaeze replied, holding the phone tight. That night, she couldn't sleep. She sat on the bed, holding her baby like someone would snatch her away. She started to cry. "Why did I follow bad friends? Why didn't I listen to mommy and daddy?" Her mother came and sat beside her. "We warned you, but the devil is very wicked. He comes with gifts and sweet words." Adaeze looked at the sleeping baby. "She is the only good thing I have now." Just as she wiped her tears, her phone made a small sound. Beep! A text message. Adaeze opened it with shaky hands. It said, "I miss you. I miss my baby. Let's meet." T. Her heart jumped. She quickly ran to the parlor and showed the message to the police. The officer read it slowly. "He's looking for you. Now we can catch him. But what if he comes here?" Adaeze asked, afraid. "Then we'll be ready." The officer said, "We'll protect you, but you must do everything we say." Adaeze nodded. She held her baby again. She knew the storm was not over. The next morning, the police came again. "Text him back," the officer said. Adaeze picked up the phone and typed, "Okay, where should we meet?" A few minutes later, Tommy replied with a message. "Come to Sunnylight Hotel, outside town. Come alone. Bring the baby." The police looked at the message. They nodded. "We know that hotel." One of them said, "It is a quiet place." They gave Adaeze a small button. "This is a mic," the officer said. "Pin it inside your dress. We will hear everything. Don't be afraid. We will stay close." Adaeze looked worried. "What if he runs? What if he takes my baby?" "Just stay calm. Talk to him. Don't shout. We will come in when it's time." Adaeze wore a simple blue gown. She carried her baby on her back with a wrapper. Her mother hugged her at the door. "Be careful, my child. May God go with you." At the hotel, Adaeze walked into the small room. She looked around slowly. There he was. Tommy was sitting on a chair, wearing black sunglasses and holding a bottle of Coke. He smiled when he saw her. "I knew you would come." Adaeze sat on the edge of the bed. "Tommy," she said softly, "why did you lie to me? You said you were the senator's son." Tommy laughed. "Because you were easy to fool. Look at you. Good girl. Quiet girl. That's the kind I like." Adaeze looked down. "You used me?" she said. He moved closer and touched her hand. "Forget the past. Let's leave this country. Just you, me, and our baby. I have a passport guy. We can go far away." Adaeze's heart was beating fast. She knew the police were listening. She hoped they would come in soon. But something happened. Tommy stood up suddenly. His face changed. He walked to the window and peeped outside. "I knew it!" he shouted. "I knew the police were around." He turned to Adaeze. His eyes were red. "You set me up, you stupid girl!" He grabbed his small bag and ran to the back door. "Tommy, wait!" Adaeze shouted, but he didn't wait. The police officers who were waiting outside heard the noise. "Go after him!" one of the officers shouted. They ran to the back of the hotel. Tommy jumped into a moving keke that was passing behind the fence. By the time they reached the gate, he was gone. Gone again. The police came back. They were not happy. "You were not supposed to make him suspect anything," one officer shouted. "I didn't mean to," Adaeze said, crying. He looked outside. "I didn't say anything." "You must be careful now," another officer said. "That boy is dangerous, and now he knows you helped us. He may try to come back." Adaeze held her baby close. "Please, protect us," she begged. The officer looked at her. "We will, but stay inside. If you see anything strange, call us at once." Adaeze nodded. Her face was full of fear. As they left, she looked out the window. Somewhere, Tommy was watching. The police moved Adaeze and her baby far away. They took her to a quiet village in Anambra. There were trees, red sand, and small houses. No noise, no phone, no social media. No one knew her there. She stayed with her auntie and started selling bread and soft drinks in front of the house. Every day, she sat on a small stool beside her baby. She swept the front of the shop every morning. One morning, as she swept, something strange happened. A small paper flew from the sky and landed by her foot. She picked it up. The paper had only one sentence written with red pen. "You can run, but you can't hide from me. T." Adaeze's hand started shaking. She looked around. There was no one, no bike, no car, no sound, just her and the morning breeze. She held her baby tight and ran inside the house. "Auntie," she cried. Her auntie came out from the kitchen. "What is it?" Adaeze showed her the note. "Who dropped this?" her auntie asked. "I don't know. I was just sweeping and it flew in." Her auntie locked the door at once. "That boy has found you," she said. We need to tell the police. But there was no network in the village, no phone, no signal. That night, Adaeze could not sleep. She kept hearing small sounds. She hugged her baby and prayed. 2 days later, a young man came to the shop. He wore jeans and a cap. He smiled too much. "Good afternoon, sister," he said. "How much is bread?" 1,000, Adaeze replied. He looked at her carefully. "You are new here, Abi?" "Yes," she said quickly. "What is your name?" he asked. Adaeze smiled and lied. "Chioma." The man looked at her again and nodded. "Nice name. You look familiar, Sha." Adaeze forced another smile. "People say that a lot." The man paid and left. But the next day, he came back. "Chioma, I'm back again," he said, laughing. He bought 2 drinks. He kept talking. "You stay here with who? Are you married? How old is the baby?" Adaeze did not answer too much. She just smiled and gave short replies. Her chest was heavy. The man came again the next day, and again the day after that. Something was not right. Her heart told her this man was hiding something. That evening, she saw him behind a tree near the village church. He was talking on the phone. She carried her baby and walked slowly near the place. The wind was blowing softly. The man did not see her. She heard him clearly. "Yes, she's here." Same face, just changed the name. "Tell Tommy." Adaeze's eyes opened wide. She hid quickly behind a wall and held her mouth with her hand. She had been found again. That night, Adaeze's baby was crying and crying. She tried to sing. She rocked her in her arms, but her baby still cried. So she stepped outside to get fresh air. The moon was out. The wind was cold. She walked slowly in front of the house, holding her baby tight. Suddenly, she heard soft footsteps behind the trees. She turned quickly. "Who is there?" she shouted. No answer. Her heart started beating fast. "Who is there?" she shouted again. Still no answer. She held her baby close and ran inside the house. She locked the door and all the windows. Her auntie was sleeping. She did not wake her. Adaeze sat in the corner with her baby. She could not sleep. Then, crash! One window broke. A big stone came through and fell on the floor. Adaeze screamed. The baby started crying again. She picked up the stone. A note was tied to it. She opened the note. It said, "Bring the baby, or next time it won't be a stone." Adaeze's hand started shaking. She ran to her auntie. "Auntie, wake up! They are here!" The next morning, Adaeze and her auntie called the police again. "This place is not safe," the officer said. They moved Adaeze and her baby to another house. This one was hidden deep in the bush area. No one was around. No phone calls. No talking to strangers. The police warned. Adaeze nodded. She stayed inside every day. She didn't go far. But somehow, Tommy's boys still found her. One quiet night, Adaeze needed water to mix baby food. The water drum was just outside the door. She left her baby on the bed, sleeping. She stepped out with a small bowl. It took just 3 minutes, only 3 minutes. When she came back inside, her baby was not on the bed. She screamed so loud the whole house shook. "My baby! My baby! Somebody help me!" Her auntie ran in. "Where is the baby?" Adaeze fell to the floor crying. He was here. I just went to get water. They took him. On the floor beside the bed was a new note. She picked it up with shaking hands. It said, "Come to the same hotel, alone. No police or say goodbye forever." Adaeze screamed louder. Her baby was gone. Adaeze did not eat for 2 days. She only cried. She sat in one corner holding her baby's clothes. Her eyes were red. Her mother brought food. "Please eat, my daughter." Adaeze shook her head. "I can't eat. I just want my baby." "You need strength," her mother said. "The baby needs you strong." "I must go there," Adaeze said with quiet voice. Her mother looked scared. "Without the police?" Adaeze nodded slowly. "Yes, I made this mistake. I must fix it myself." Her mother held her hand. "God be with you." Adaeze stood up. She tied a wrapper and wore a big scarf to cover her face. She left the house alone. No phone, no help, just her and her tears. When she got to the small hotel, she walked in slowly. It was quiet inside. Then she saw him, Tommy. He was holding her baby. The baby looked weak and tired. Adaeze opened her mouth to talk, but then she saw another face. A girl. "Honey?" she said in shock. Yes, it was Honey, her old school friend. "Honey!" Adaeze shouted again. Honey smiled with wicked eyes. "Oh, you are surprised? You were walking with Tommy all this time?" Adaeze asked, shaking. Honey laughed. "You think you were the only one who liked Tommy?" Adaeze's hands were shaking. "I told you everything in school. You knew what he did to me." Adaeze cried. "And I used that to help him," Honey said, smiling again. "You were too easy to fool." Tommy laughed. "You were just a small part of our big plan." Adaeze's eyes went to her baby. She was crying softly in Tommy's arms. "Give me my baby," she shouted and ran forward. But Honey jumped in front of her. "Don't move." Adaeze stopped. Her heart was beating fast. "You will never see this baby again unless you do what we want," Honey said. Adaeze was breathing hard. She looked at her crying child. "What do you want from me?" she asked with weak voice. Tommy walked closer and whispered in her ear, "We need one last thing from you before we let her go." Adaeze's eyes grew wide. Her legs started to shake. Adaeze stood there, her baby crying in Tommy's hands and Honey blocking her way. Her heart was heavy. Her eyes were full of tears. She could not believe it. All this pain because of bad friends and small gifts in school. She remembered the day her mother took her to the bus stop, the day she was going to Fimba Girls College, Abuja, for the first time. She had dreams. She wanted to be great. She wanted to make her family proud. But then she met Honey and Sugargirl, and now her life had changed forever. She looked at her baby and said in her heart, "If God helps me come out of this, I will spend my life talking to young girls. I will tell them to listen to their parents. I will beg them to run away from girls like Honey and Sugargirl." Her life was broken, but she still had hope. She still believed that one day things would get better. For her, this is not just her story. It is more than just her story. It is the truth of many young girls who started school with big dreams but ended in pain because of the wrong friends. Adaeze's story is a warning. a voice crying out to every young girl, please be wise, listen to your parents, say no to bad friends. Don't let small gifts and sweet words destroy your future. If you are a student or a mother or a teacher, share this story. Let us save one girl before it is too late.